Hello everybody, my name is Denis Chernov, I'm a professional artist and I'm currently located in Ryazan, Russian Federation, in my studio. And today the lesson is about ellipses. Ellipses is very complicated stuff for drawing. I'm absolutely sure that if you try to draw it correctly, you encountered some problems, especially when you try to divide the closest part and the farthest part of the ellipses. For example, I can say that ellipses are always regular shape, always. But when you try to divide it in not equal parts, there are some problems occur, and you must take into account that if you are very close to the object, you can see the closest part a little bit bigger, but when the shape is quite big enough, large enough, the difference between the closest part and the farthest part is much obvious. For example, this shape, this form is quite large, and the ellipses is you can divide, and you divide it the closest part bigger enough, it's okay. But when you try to draw much less form, so the division of the closest part and farthest part is difference is less. When it's smaller, and even the smallest part, if you try to divide in the not equal parts, it can be a mistake, really very big mistake. So if you draw the ellipse with very small size, don't divide it not in equal parts. But the big ellipses or big circle, you can divide in not equal parts. But if you are very close to the object, for example, you can see the drawing that was drawn in my studio by my student, and you can see the difference between this part of ellipse and this. So the division, the center, is a little bit farther from the center, but this small ellipse divided into equal parts. I think it's understandable. So I draw this scheme, this very simple drawing. You can see three little circles and the eye. The eye look at the angle to the first circle, second, and the third. You can see here this angle is acute, and this is much more, and this. So you can find the ellipse of the first circle here, second, and the third. So if you look higher, from the higher point, you can see the division, the closest part and the farthest part is less when you look from the this level. So don't try to make the big difference in the circles which you can see far away. This one, the ratio between this and this almost 1:1. A is the closest part and the farthest part, and you can compare the first the closest, and the farthest. When you see the circle, ellipses are very close, you can see the difference is quite obvious here between A and B. A and B. But in this circle, the difference is less. Okay, in this drawing you can see when there is very obvious perspective here and it is less obvious. So you can find the difference between the closest part and farthest part. This line divides the circle in two equal parts, but when your eye see the difference in such ratio. But when the circle is far away, the difference is not so obvious, so it's real center of the ellipse, geometric, but it is the closest part and this is the farthest part, and they are equal in real space, but in your eyes it appears bigger than this part. Okay friends, thank you for your attention. I hope you liked this video, and if you haven't subscribed for my channel, please do it. See you.